Welcome back to the Love to Live Healthy show. I'm Josephine Fitzpatrick, author of Cheat Day Rules and Shed the Pounds, both available on Amazon. I am a weight loss nutrition specialist for over 15 years, and I work with thousands of clients all over the world. I own Innovation Healthy Market at 8025 Jericho Turnpike, Woodbury, New York, where for the last 12 years we sell hundreds of prepared meals and snacks. We are open to the public 7 days a week. You do not have to be a client to shop in our store. We have customers from all over Long Island visit our store every day, and we ship tri-state. We also offer free Long Island delivery every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we hand deliver to New York City every Tuesday. And we are also on Uber Eats 7 days a week. So if you're looking to lose weight or just eat healthy, come and visit our store. Everything is made fresh daily, and we carry everything from high protein, low carb, gluten-free, sugar-free, plant-based, vegan, keto, and our famous Detox. Someone is always available to help you at the store. They will hold your hand to help you get what you want. Please do not hesitate to ask when you come in. For more information on our store, delivery, shopping, and weight loss, visit our website, innovationhealthymarket.com, or check out our Instagram at Innovation Weight Loss. Today I'm here with Jake Fitzpatrick. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
Today we're talking about something that comes up every September. How to stay on track through the Jewish holidays and all the school days that you have off now and work days, right?
Yep.
These next few weeks are full of celebration, big family meals, and disruptions to your usual routine. But you don't have to enjoy just being off and sabotage yourself. You can have a plan. That's the whole point of this podcast, right?
Exactly.
We want to have a plan.
Exactly.
We don't want to ruin all the hard work we've done.
Yep.
And
exactly.
Listen, it's only end of September, so if you're thinking about it too, a lot of people are just back on track from the summer.
Yeah. Well, I think that the key for this topic is, especially with how strict the holidays are, and all the rules that you have to abide by.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want to go into it with the mindset of plan non-negotiables for yourself that are allowed. Almost
give me an example.
So there's a lot of things during the Jewish holidays that you can't compromise, certain things that can be eaten, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or certain times of the day you can't go, work is forbidden, but you can still, go on a short walk.
Right.
You could still,
Mm-hmm.
go on a small walk, you don't have to do anything that's excessive to the point where you'll break tradition, but you also can work with yourself to kind of stay on, the mindset kind of, and keep it a daily habit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't have to eat everything on your plate.
Exactly.
You don't have to have everything that's on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Taste. Take a spoonful of this, taste of
exactly.
that. If you're not going to be 100% on program, which most are not,
Yep.
I would say the first thing you want to do is plan the day. And maybe if it's just dinner, then have your breakfast and lunch on program.
Yep. Yep.
If you know that you're going to have a cheat, then maybe don't use your cheat day the weekend before.
True.
Because I think the first one, Rosh Hashanah is Monday at 5.
Monday
and
at
then
5,
goes into
sundown.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Monday at sundown.
So don't, if you know you're cheating Tuesday or, Monday dinner, don't cheat the weekend before.
Yeah.
Don't, because if you say, oh, I'm going to cheat this weekend, then I'm going to cheat at the holiday, but then I'm going to not cheat the following weekend, it's too long.
Yep.
I would give up both cheat weekends because the weekend after Yom Kippur,
mm-hmm.
yes, most people will do the fasting because
Mm-hmm.
that's the fasting holiday, and then you have the big bagels and everything.
Yep.
But a lot of people won't fast, and they'll still have the bagels and everything.
Yep.
And remember, if you're off fasting and then you have the bagels and the whole spread, you're probably still going to either gain a little bit or stay the same. But
Mm-hmm.
most likely you're going to gain a little bit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just the type of food you're eating. So, again, you always just want to watch the portions.
Absolutely, yeah. And then also, too, what you always tell me, even, around other holidays, other holidays that are kind of focused on, that same type of thing. When you're at the table and you're about to eat, instead of picking the things that everybody loves, all the carbs are always the best meals,
Mm-hmm.
Try to start your meal or start dinner time with a protein source, because actually, after eating that for a little bit, you might be more full than you were with eating the
so
carbs.
You can't take in so much.
If you can't,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not good at making decisions by saying, you know, oh, I'll have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like, force yourself to start with the protein and then kind of fill yourself up a little bit. So then, you know, it kind of makes the decision for you. So then you're full by that time, you know.
That's smart, yeah.
So.
And another thing to add to that, especially if you are drinking any kind of alcohol, make sure you eat first. And the real reason for that is because if you have the alcohol first, it doesn't break down.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have food in your stomach and then you drink the alcohol, it'll break down a lot quicker. So you won't get like, you know,
Exactly, yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
eat everything.
Yeah. And also, no, that's good.
And water in between
I was
every
just gonna
drink.
say,
Yeah,
I was
that's
just going to
so
say,
important.
load up on water.
Yeah.
Load up
I
on
mean,
water because
You
anything.
do that anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Because what's prohibited to not eat? Nothing, right?
No, I don't think that's the spring Passover.
That's spring
Yeah.
Passover. Okay. Yeah.
So, but they do have their favorite meals, like right now. You know,
No,
like
yeah.
that's,
Well,
I always
yeah.
hear all the different types of meals. They're like, some people like, I won't have it, but others will eat. You just look forward to it. It's like us when we look, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas meals.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Everyone
that's even
has
more
their
reason.
favorite
So if
holiday
nothing's
meals, you
prohibited,
know.
then just
And that's why I say taste it too, because if you know these are things like you're not going to get until next year,
yeah.
then make sure you taste it. Just you don't have to eat a huge portion, you know.
Yeah.
Taste
yeah,
everything
yeah,
that you
don't
really
miss
want.
out on, like, you know, mom's famous traditional
Right.
pie for
Right.
you know, this holiday.
Exactly.
Like, but you know, don't overindulge in that. And before you try that, you know, make sure you load up on the protein source and you know,
Exactly.
beforehand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
It does.
You know?
Yeah.
Another thing I think is really important, and I've said this in the past, is always make sure. Think about how you want to feel the day after. You
Definitely.
know, go into
Yeah.
it with that mindset. Like it's not just living in the moment; it's enjoying the company.
Yep.
Enjoying the surrounding, enjoying the holiday, you know, atoning for your sins, the whole thing of each holiday.
Yep.
But how do you want to feel physically, mentally the day after?
Yep, exactly. And also too, don't be afraid to, like, you know, just because it's the holiday, you know, a lot of people might actually use that as like an excuse of like, oh, I'm going off the rails today, you know. But like, don't be afraid to kind of be that family member too, that like you're not going to be a buzzkill, but like kind of, you know, maybe after everyone's finished eating, say, let's go for a family walk.
Yeah.
You know,
I do that all the time.
yeah. You might get some dirty looks, but
They
But-
might. But if they start going, everybody will want to go.
exactly. If one person goes, then another
Yeah.
goes, then everybody
It's so
feels like.
true. That's such a great
And then
idea.
everybody doesn't want to be the one that doesn't go. So, you know, maybe be the person to suggest the family walk afterwards. Because even if you like feel like, you know, whatever, groggy, gross
Bloated,
after
yeah.
dinner, like I know from experience, every time we have like Thanksgiving dinner or, you know, Christmas Eve dinner or any sort of big dinner that's surrounded around like, you know, a lot of carbs and stuff like that, literally like you will always say like, let's go for a walk. And then afterwards, like you don't have to, like you said before, you don't have to worry about how you're going to feel the next morning because just after that immediate walk, you feel so much better.
Exactly. It
You
helps
feel
your
so
body
much better.
digest, you know,
Yeah.
and that's a big part of
Yeah.
feeling bloated.
Yeah.
Your body's not digested yet, you know.
Yeah.
Another thing which I think is really important is remember the detox is key. Do it the week before, do it the week after, do it the day of. It helps so much. It really does. If you do a detox and you're doing your drink and muffin and then you have your meal, that's going to balance your day out.
Yep. Also, yep. And also too, remember, don't show up to any, you know, family event starving. Like,
Yes, true.
Like if you're going to someone's house for dinner or
People do that all the time. They're like, I'm
I
not going
know.
to eat. We're going to eat tonight. And then, like, when we go to dinner, like,
yeah,
you know, Dad will be like, I'm not eating a lot today because he's changed now.
I know.
He's
doing
detox
good.
John now.
He's doing great though.
He's doing great. He
It's
looks
so
amazing.
funny. Someone asked me yesterday, they were like, your dad's doing the detox? And I was like, yeah. And then they go, and he's losing weight? And I was like, yeah. And then, because they, you know, in the past have told me, like, they don't understand, like, how people do it and aren't hungry. And I'm like, it's key. Like what we always talk about is like, Dad was never like an overeater in general. He just ate the wrong things.
Yep.
But now that he has the structure to follow, it's like,
I think that really helps your appetite too, just having that
For sure.
structure. Sometimes
for sure.
less choices is
Yeah.
easier to follow
Yeah.
than too many choices.
Yeah.
You
You know what's like one of my tinfoil hat theories as well? Is
what
like,
does that mean?
like what conspiracy theory? Like,
Oh.
like you got the tinfoil hat on because
Like
you
the
sound
alien
crazy.
hat?
Yeah, literally, yeah. So like one of my conspiracy theory, well, just my personal, but like I have a real theory about this. Like sometimes a location, time, or theme can kind of trigger your like, oh, like I'm used to eating right now, so I want to eat.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like,
Habits.
That's like,
Mhm.
I'm talking like deeper than habits, because like for Dad, for instance, like
Mhm.
it's funny how he has the 3 things to eat throughout the day, like the drink, the muffin, meal. And it's funny because like whenever he's, home, he does most of his eating.
Mhm.
Or whenever he's, driving, he'll stop and grab something.
Before
But, like,
detox. You mean.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. So like my thing is like, it's I don't know how to put it, like how to explain it in the sense of like, when you're having these family gatherings, like the day that I wake up and it's like Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
I'm immediately hungry. You know, like
Right,
because
yeah,
your
yeah.
brain
It
almost
triggers your brain,
like
yeah.
an internal alarm clock
Mhm.
almost. Like you almost know, like, okay, I'm gonna eat a lot today.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
It's
yeah.
weird, you know what I mean? Like, and then even for the detox though, it's like make that kind of, you know what I'm trying to say? Like make
Mhm.
that kind of like another internal alarm clock. Like, oh, I know
Yes.
I'm doing detox today, so I know I'm not gonna eat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of do like the reverse of it if you can.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like it might just be like the nostalgia factor of like,
It could be,
you know.
but it makes sense. Like I do think, I mean, and this isn't as deep, but I mean, like I know people, like whenever I read this whole thing, when people were trying to give up smoking, they had to give up coffee too, because whenever they had a
Wow.
cigarette, they had coffee, and they couldn't do one without the other.
Wow,
So
that makes
and it
sense,
kept triggering them to keep smoking.
yeah,
So they had to literally give up both.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So one thing definitely always can trigger something else. It is habit forming, but it's also, you're talking about nicotine and caffeine, so
Yeah.
they're both addicting.
two uppers,
Mhm.
literally.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's funny because like even like like when we were talking to Dad the other day, like I completely stopped eating egg sandwiches too. Like I
Mhm.
used to always, like that used to be like my morning thing, like just get my eggs in the morning and then I was set. But like it's funny, like I can't even go into these places like for a drink because I'll feel like, oh, like I'm really in the mood for one now. like I
Yeah,
can't, like,
yeah.
so I just avoid those places
Right.
at all costs.
Which is
now.
so smart. It's definitely that's a
Yeah.
great
Well, I mean,
tip.
it's a good tip, but it's also kind of like, is it realistic though? Because like, what are you gonna like? No, I'm not going to my cousin's house because I know there's food there.
No,
You know?
no, because that's different. I think you're talking about specific foods that
Yeah.
that really are not good for you.
Yeah.
If you're doing a bacon egg on a roll and you go
Yep.
into that deli and it smells it as soon as you walk in, and that's
Yep.
where you usually get it.
Yep. And I'm like, am I gonna only get a drink right now? Really?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you order something else? Because
Yeah.
it's there.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting,
Yeah.
but
It's interesting. Yeah.
I think what's really important is you have to know yourself. You have
Yep.
to know, like, okay, I know that's going to trigger me, and I don't want that, so I'm not
Mhm.
going to go there.
Exactly.
I think I tell Dad that all the time because he gets sick every time he eats an egg sandwich.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like some sort of like intolerance
Yeah,
that we have.
but
I don't
for
know.
some reason,
For some reason,
you
like,
keep getting
the
it.
egg, like I don't know. Maybe I've just eaten eggs my entire life, and my body's finally like,
done with it.
yeah. By the way, I feel like I owe it to everybody to let them in on like what we always talk about.
Yeah.
So like it's funny because I feel like I'm going through like because for anybody that doesn't know, I'm 25, but like I feel like I'm going through like my first kind of plateau as like a
25-year-old.
remember like we were talking about this and I
Mhm.
was like I feel like I'm like like I gotta keep in shape and everything just like for myself, and you were telling me like, well, better do it now because
Yeah.
just
Gets
and
harder.
and I was like, all right, like I'm already a quarter of the way through my life, like so it's probably starting. Yeah.
I think you have time, but I do think that.
Well, I mean, it's funny, like
and-
when I talk to somebody over the counter now and I'm like, and they're telling me like, I'm going through the beginning stages of menopause and everything. I'm like, I feel you. I feel you. I'm like, but I don't, but yeah.
But you have your own things. That's what you're saying. You have your own struggles. Yeah. Exactly.
No, but I feel like it's like for my age and, and everything, I feel like it's like, oh, wow, like I kind of feel like I'm like slowing down a little bit.
But you're not, because first of all, you never look better. And I know you know that, but you're working hard at it every day.
True. Yeah.
The other thing is, which I think is really important, and we were just talking about this, like you've incorporated running in.
Yep. Exactly.
And you were never a runner, but you know what? That's something that you needed because you felt your body was changing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't changing the way you wanted it to, even though you were putting all the hard work in.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, that's a good point because, like, even when I was doing, like, all the right eating or, doing my workouts the right way, like, I still was missing a piece because I would still feel bloated, and, like, I would feel big and I would feel like I had a good pump after the gym, but, like, I would still feel bloated. And I was like, okay, like, how do I get rid of that, though? And then as soon as I start, the running is the hardest thing because, like, every time I do it, I always am happy I did it. But every time leading up to it, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, right. I know. Eventually, that'll change, though.
I know.
It will.
Yeah.
Eventually, it does become almost like a drug. Like I love it so much. I look forward to it, but I'm still struggling with the weightlifting.
Yeah.
I have to go to classes to do weightlifting because
Yeah.
I just, no matter what's in our garage, what's in my sauna, it's just I don't want to take the time to do it.
Yep. Absolutely. And
So I think everyone always has a struggle.
for sure. But
But it's usually, and I think we said this in the past, and this is the truth, it's usually what you struggle with that you can't fit in your day was what you need the most.
absolutely, yeah.
Because you're always going to give up that hardest thing first.
Yeah.
Like if you go into the gym and you only have time to do one thing, you'd probably work out.
Exactly. Exactly, yeah. No, that's true.
I go to run because
Yeah.
that's my easier thing. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You're always going to give up your hardest thing first.
Well, that's why I do the harder thing before I work
Yeah,
out. You know
it's
what I mean?
smart.
Because if I went to the gym and I worked out and then I was like, oh, I got to run, but it's look at the time. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I
and
should probably
honestly,
go home.
you're really not supposed to run after you work out, just so you know.
No, I know. That's
and
what
it's
you told
so
me.
much harder.
Well, that's what you told me, and I haven't
Imagine
done it.
running with a pump.
No. Running.
It's like carrying extra weight.
Literally. I did just order, actually, a weight vest.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's a
You
10
really
I
are
know.
becoming a client.
No, but I ordered a 10-pound weight vest. It's
Wow.
it looks like a bulletproof
Good.
vest, but it's like
You're going to run with that?
yeah,
Wow.
it's only 10 pounds. I mean,
I know. For
but
you,
I mean,
that's
like,
a lot. For me,
hopefully it's like, like after I want to run the same distance, like 2.5 miles, but I want to feel like it was 5. You
Right,
know? Like,
right, yeah,
At least if I do that, then I'll kind of.
that's
I'm
gonna,
trying to find
that's
ways
gonna
to
make
kind
a
of like.
huge difference.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find ways to kind of like, I don't want to say cheat, but like trick myself into not having to run further,
Right,
but I'm kind of upping the intensity. I feel like.
right, exactly.
know.
That's great. I love that.
I don't know if that's like a cheat or not, but
No,
I
it's
feel like,
definitely not.
well, if
You're
you don't
holding
have
10 pounds
the-
running. It's not a cheat.
Well, if you don't have the vest and I run 5 miles, is it like equivalent to running 2.5 with the 10-pound vest? You know what I mean? Like it's either running further or running shorter distance, but
Yeah.
having weight with you.
You know what? I think they're both great. So I think you do what
Yeah.
you feel comfortable doing. I
Yeah.
don't think there's a bad choice.
I prefer like shorter
Yeah.
length, like higher intensity.
Right. I like longer
Yeah.
and just
Like
but I would never run with a
Yeah.
weight.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'll ever run 8 miles in my life. I mean,
Never say never.
yeah.
But I was going to say, too, when you brought that up, another good thing that I have been telling clients, and this is great for when you're doing, even with the holiday, before the day starts, go outside. If you can't get to a class or you can't get to the gym or whatever, go outside and start your day with a walk. Start your day. A big thing I keep telling people is don't just walk. Use the vest, put wrist weights on, put ankle weights on, just 1-pounders,
Yeah.
nothing crazy,
Yeah.
nothing where it's going to hurt you, but
Yeah.
it's going to make a difference. It's going to really feel good.
Yeah.
You
Or if
know?
you have kids, put them in the stroller, push it.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
But,
maybe-
those are great things to start your holidays.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
so you don't, just wake up and just grab, your
Yeah.
coffee and bagel. Don't
Yeah.
start your day like that, you know?
Exactly. I mean, the daily water intake, keep that up.
Mm-hmm.
Keep like the small things in the day so then it doesn't feel like you're completely straying away from the habit. Keep the water in, do the walk. So then at least by the end of the day, after you, socialized and ate everything, you can say like, oh no, I didn't have a terrible day,
Right,
like
yeah.
I did what I could,
How about, what do you think of this? I know this might be way out of the box, but
Okay.
I'm going to say it anyway. What do you think about people getting a trampoline?
It's so funny because I told everybody that actually at the store. I was like, it's so funny because I usually hit legs on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
but Cooper's birthday was Friday.
And Saturday.
So I already had hit legs 4 days prior.
Mm-hmm.
When I went into the store on Sunday, my legs were killing me. Like, even when I noticed it first when I was sitting in my car driving to the store because my foot was like on the angle, pressing the gas, and the inside of my quads,
You probably use muscles you don't really use.
Well, I was on my knees the entire time bouncing, so I was like, and not to mention I got, elbows and knees and my pancreas and my,
all those little kids
and my
love,
kidneys and everything, but just from bouncing with him I was on there for like 2 hours. And
Friday and Saturday.
And it was...
But it's a great workout.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know I was working out, but well, that's the best part. It's like, it's crazy because I was so sore after then, and I didn't even realize how much I did.
I thought about it, and I was like, it's so funny because those are so geared. We always had one for you guys, you know, and they're so geared for kids. But I mean, an adult could really have fun on it and have a great exercise,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It just makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen,
they have those little trampolines that sit on the floor, but they're not the same thing.
No.
This is like you can be jumping, moving, hopping.
Oh, yeah. And it's fun.
And it's fun, exactly. It makes you want to go out there.
That's the best part about having a nephew is like I get to be a kid again.
I know.
And nobody can look at me.
I'm like, Jake, where are you going after work? Cooper's.
Yeah. I'm like, and you're telling me, he's like, oh, he's in school. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll wait for him.
So funny. I love that. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we covered a lot right now, right? We talked about, do the detox on the day if you can, or at least before and after. It's going to make a huge difference.
Yep.
You want to eat slowly. That's another one I don't think we talked about.
Eat slowly.
Make sure you're drinking water.
Yep.
If you're drinking alcohol, make sure you eat first.
Yep. Don't fill yourself up before you get to dinner. Just have a little, have some sort of snack that has protein in
it. And taste. Don't eat everything on your plate. Don't fill it with big portions. Take a little bit of everything.
Yep.
And walk before, walk after, right?
Mm-hmm.
All good things.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. And then, what was the last thing? Think about how you want to feel the day after.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Smart. Okay. Good. I love that.
Awesome.
All
right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for listening. And please remember, always stop in at Innovation at 8025 Jericho Turnpike, Woodbury, New York, or visit our website, innovationhealthymarket.com. Or you can call the store, 516-802-5055. We're open 7 days a week, and we're always there to help you with your shopping, orders, weight loss needs. When you come in, ask for me, Jake. I'll be happy to show you around the store, or if you're looking for a one-on-one plan, I can make your first free consultation appointment with Josephine.
Have a nice holiday, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.